It tastes like chalk, honestly. I hate to say it's true. I'm out.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most savage rejections on Shark Tank.
Darren, here's insanity. Here's genius. You're somewhere. Nevertheless, I'm out.
For this list, we'll be looking at times when either individual sharks or the whole shiver turned down a contestant's idea in a bare-knuckled fashion. What's the biggest scam you remember seeing on the show? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Tycoon real estate. Theoretically, an innovative real estate venture is something many of the sharks would readily bite at. But when founder Aaron McDaniel strolled into the Shark Tank requesting $50,000 for a 5% stake in his crowdfunding real estate platform, he was torched with immediate skepticism. Mark Cuban listened for barely a minute before dropping out, expressing hatred for the idea.
I hate it. I'm out.
Wow.
I smell jail time. Wow, Mark, that's aggressive. What about you, Barbara? What do you think?
I haven't even formed an opinion. Keep going.
The other sharks were slightly more forgiving. Still, they would each take turns at bat, calling the business risky and even potentially criminal.
Too spooky and frankly unfair to someone who isn't well informed in the real estate business and experience.
In the end, Kevin O'Leary made an offer. $50,000 for a whopping 50% stake in the company. However, when McDaniel tried renegotiating, he was met with a prompt and harsh dismissal from Mr. Wonderful.
I forgot your name already. I'm out.
Thank you.
Number 9. Cougar Limited.
I'm not here to waste your time. I'm sorry. I'm out.
Many wacky ideas have passed through the tank, but Cougar Limited made a strong case as the wackiest. The product? An energy drink created for and marketed towards cougars, as in middle-aged-ish women who seek out relationships with younger men.
Well, actually, if you look at the Webster Dictionary, which
There's an official cougar term.
it's a middle-aged
Middle-aged.
woman that seeks a companionship with a younger male.
It's no surprise the sharks smirked their way through the entire presentation, poking fun at the founder's peculiarly gendered beverage. Ultimately, the sharks wasted little time berating the founder or his product and quickly cast aside the idea as outlandish, unsustainable, and insulting.
You haven't sold me on it. I don't think women are going to flock to this. I think it's a bit of a gag gift.
From start to finish, not a single judge found the pitch even remotely convincing.
Appreciate it. This presentation, I hope impressed y'all and
Apparently not.
Number 8. Esso Watches. A watch that replenishes negative ions? How could things possibly go wrong? Esso Watches founder Ryan Naylor appeared stunned as the sharks picked up on something fishy the moment his pitch began.
Just want to make sure what you're telling me here, Ryan. You're basically saying this positive, negative ion thing is a real health concern. Because it sounds a little,
Fluffy?
Even after Lori Grenier's balance seemed to improve while donning the wrist piece, Mark refused participation and announced his allergic reaction to the scam before dropping out.
I'm out.
okay.
Thank you. What do you really think, Mark?
I think it's a joke, it's a scam, and I'm still out.
Naylor then admitted to being without any approved independent lab studies. At that, the sharks scurried away, and Lori called the gadget a liability nightmare.
I've got to say, I think this is a liability nightmare. You don't have any claims that you can back up, so I'm out.
Perhaps the harshest words came from Damon John. He accused Naylor of copying the watch design from another company and lying about it.
And with that, I'm out.
Needless to say, Naylor quickly found himself sharkless. Number 7. Throx.
Let me ask you, what do you do when you lose a sock?
Any Shark Tank enthusiast will remember Throx. Edwin Heaven's company founded on the mission to solve the age-old conundrum of missing socks. How did he plan to do this, you ask? Simple. Add a third sock to the pack. To put it mildly, the Sharks had difficulty taking his pitch seriously.
Edwin, I wonder, is this a real product or is this a cute gift item that my wife is going to buy one time for our kids?
No, I believe that Throx has legs.
Mr. Wonderful cut to the chase, predicting that the large clothing companies would crush him the moment he posed a threat.
Have you patented this?
You cannot patent a package of 3 socks.
Right. I am out.
The remaining sharks unified around the idea that the venture sounded unprofitable, and all dropped out without hesitation.
As an investor, I would have to say, I'm out.
Although, if it counts for anything, years later, Barbara Corcoran admitted that the company came to mind whenever she found herself searching for a missing sock. Number 6. Track Days. Action movies consistently rank among the highest grossing films. But after hearing James Levitola and Brian Pitt's pitch, requesting $5 million to jumpstart production for a motorcycle action flick, the sharks quickly clenched their wallets.
Now, Track Days is a full-length action film. I'm out. It revolves around the exciting world, the motorcycle world championship.
I'm out. You're so open-minded, Mark. I'm out. Did I say I was out?
Mark Cuban backed out as soon as he confirmed he was being asked to invest in a feature-length film, and Damon John followed close behind.
I executive produced The Crow.
Yes, we know that.
You make any money?
It became a horror flick in regards to making my money back. So, I'm out.
The film duo admitted to having no script or commitment from a noteworthy actor, and Kevin O'Leary demanded they put an end to such a disastrous idea.
It is a horrifically bad idea. I forbid you to proceed. I'm out.
The final sharks, Barbara Corcoran and Robert Herjavec, couldn't stomach such a massive investment for such a minuscule probability of success, leaving Track Days to wither on the vine.
I can't be involved on nothing.
Okay,
So, I'm out.
Number 5. Attached Notes. Few founders have endured more knocks than Mary Ellen Simonson and her attachable sticky note holder. Kevin O'Leary wasted no time finding the humor in her product's value, which, is slim to none.
I think we should keep this a secret. It's so valuable that nobody should know about this. Come on. Who's gonna buy this from you?
After the founder revealed she hadn't sold a single unit, Simonson found herself in hot, shark-infested water. Robert Herjavec took a more or less subtle approach. It's difficult to determine.
She's here with a horrible idea because somebody in her family or her friends said that to you. You're really nice and encourage you.
And even Damon John flat out called it a useless idea.
It's solving a problem that everybody has who uses sticky notes.
I don't have that problem.
Even Barbara Corcoran, who admired Simonson's steadfast resolve, couldn't find anything salvageable about her product.
I love this lady. You're solid on your feet, all right? I just don't think you're going to make a business of this. So for me, I'm out.
Unfortunately for Simonson, she just couldn't get her idea to stick. Number 4. MinusCal. Mark Cuban is notoriously critical of health supplements, so when the founders of MinusCal opened with grandiose claims saying their products were scientifically proven to eliminate calories, Cuban's bull shark alarm went off.
You can't claim that it's going to reduce 100 calories out of what you eat by taking 2 pills. We don't make that claim. That's what he said.
And once the founders began tiptoeing around their efficacy claims, steam practically shot from Cuban's ears. He even tried persuading the other sharks to avoid investing before their pitch concluded. Robert Herjavec pushed back, saying Cuban was displaying arrogance.
Your level of arrogance sometimes just surrounds the room, and you're
I'll
a
be
great
respectful
guy,
to you, Robert. I
but
won't
it
say what I'm
intimidates
thinking.
people.
However, once the MinusCal founders began to flub their science, stating that they never made claims their product could guarantee weight loss, Herjavec got up from his seat to show them their own sign that said, "Lose weight," in large, bold letters. With credibility eroded, Cuban ended the segment urging all viewers to avoid the product.
To everybody who's watching, don't buy it. I'm out.
Number 3. Pavlok. Pavlok remains one of the most contentious confrontations on Shark Tank to date. Founder Manish Sethi pitched his aversion therapy bracelets, which were supposed to help users break bad habits by emitting an electrical shock.
Turn it back.
Turn it down.
Ow, wow, how do you turn it off?
Almost instantaneously, Cuban called the idea nonsense and the founder a con artist. Gotta love how quickly he spots clownery.
You're such a con artist.
After revealing there were no clinical trials, Grenier and Corcoran withdrew.
Outside your realm,
you
not
know what?
necessarily.
That's the strongest
Hang on.
point here.
Mark.
Is that this isn't based on anything that you've done.
Right.
Finally, it came down to O'Leary, who shocked everyone with an offer. But even more surprisingly, Satie arrogantly refused, saying he was willing to work with any shark except Mr. Wonderful. This slight caused O'Leary to let loose a hailstorm of expletives as he sent Pavlok packing.
I feel like I would take an offer from anybody besides Mr. Wonderful.
Manish, you're a get the out of here.
Oh! Okay, well, are you all out?
You.
Number 2. Ionic Ear. Although it occurred during Shark Tank's first ever episode, Ionic Ear is easily one of the show's most memorable pitches. Founder Darren Johnson shuffled into the tank and calmly explained his idea for surgically implanted ear headsets.
If I could direct your attention to the first slide, here's the surgery locations. This is just underneath the earlobe.
The surgery location?
This is surgery. You would be under anesthesia.
God.
Damon John needed only to hear the word surgery before backing out, calling the idea disturbing.
It's pretty disturbing, and it freaks me out. I'm already out.
The more Johnson spoke, the more ludicrous his concept sounded. The sharks were both petrified and mystified by his mad science project.
Darren, I'm out.
One by one, they all jumped ship, but it was Barbara Corcoran who summed it up best, saying it was the weirdest damn thing she'd ever heard. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Rolodoc. Shark Tank has featured many miserable pitches, but there's something eerie about watching one pertaining to the medical field. The Rolodoc founders appeared to lack a basic understanding of their own service, which was supposedly a social media platform meant to connect potential patients with doctors.
With your investment, we will revolutionize the way we communicate in medicine, but most importantly, you'll help us get rid of these pagers and make some money doing it.
However, outside of confirming their plans for targeted advertising, the pitch lacked substance. Grenier quickly called out the hazardous nature of their idea and how it had liabilities scribbled all over it.
I see this as a liability nightmare. Because you are putting people in touch with their doctors. They're answering back without maybe seeing a patient, knowing what's going on. This is just my opinion. There's a lot of risk in it. I'm out.
A shocked Cuban kept repeating how poor they were at explaining themselves, and how the bits he could understand sounded pointless and dangerous. In the end, no offers were made. Cuban even rose to shake their hands, congratulating them on how bad their presentation was.
I want to do this eye to eye, face to face, because you're doctors. Worst presentation ever. I'm out.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.